Is the Republican Party effectively purging its own ranks, or are voters simply reclaiming their power to hold representatives accountable? The political earthquake that just hit Louisiana has sent shockwaves through Washington, and the results are being felt from the Senate floor all the way to the halls of Mar-a-Lago. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow. This weekend, Senator Bill Cassidy lost his primary, marking the first time an elected Republican senator has been ousted in a primary since 2012. It's a massive moment in modern GOP history. This loss comes 5 years after Cassidy voted to convict Donald Trump during his second impeachment trial. For many supporters of the former president, that vote was the ultimate red line. Now, the consequences of that choice have caught up to him. The primary race saw Trump-backed Representative Julia Letlow and Treasurer John Fleming surge to the top, effectively ending Cassidy's path forward. The response from Donald Trump was immediate and sharp. On Truth Social, Trump didn't hold back, writing that Cassidy's disloyalty to the man who got him elected is now a part of a legend and celebrating that his political career is over. But the reaction from within the Senate has been equally intense and deeply divided. Former Utah Senator Mitt Romney, a frequent critic of the former president, took to X to defend his colleague. Romney labeled the defeat a loss for the country, praising Cassidy's character and his role as a brilliant and creative mind in healthcare policy. To Romney and those who share his view, the party is losing one of its few remaining voices of independent thought. However, others in the GOP saw the writing on the wall months ago. Senator John Kennedy, also representing Louisiana, offered a blunt take on Fox News. He dismissed the shock factor entirely, saying that unless you're God's perfect idiot, the result was entirely predictable. Kennedy noted that polling had shown Cassidy in deep trouble for over a year and suggested that Trump's endorsement of his opponents was merely the icing on the cake. The most revealing analysis might have come from Senator Lindsey Graham, who used the defeat as a warning to other Republicans. On Meet the Press, Graham argued that Cassidy's exit was the direct result of his attempt to destroy Trump. Graham's message was clear: there is no room in the current GOP to align with Democrats to stop Trump's agenda or to challenge his standing within the party. If you do, he warned, you will face the consequences at the ballot box. So, what does this mean for the future of the Republican Party? We are witnessing a realignment where loyalty to the party's populist base is now the ultimate currency. Moderate voices, or those who break with the base on major symbolic issues, are finding their paths to re-election increasingly treacherous. Whether you view this as a necessary cleaning of the house or a dangerous shift toward conformity, the data is undeniable, the base is in control, and they are not afraid to vote out the establishment. Meanwhile, Cassidy's concession speech offered one final, defiant jab. He told his supporters that when things don't go your way in a democracy, you don't pout, you don't whine, and you don't claim the election was stolen. It was a clear, calculated shot at the rhetoric surrounding the 2020 election, showing that even in defeat, the ideological battle between the traditional and the Trumpian wings of the party remains as fierce as ever. The Republican Party is clearly in the midst of an identity crisis that won't be settled by one primary election alone. As we look toward future races, we have to wonder, will this pattern repeat across the country, or will there be a pushback against this new standard of party discipline? So, what do you think about this? Was Senator Cassidy rightfully held accountable by his voters, or is the GOP making a massive mistake by pushing out experienced legislators? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is a defining moment for the direction of the country, and I want to hear where you stand. Stay tuned, because the political landscape is changing faster than ever, and we will be here to break it all down for you every step of the way. Thank you for watching.